great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 380. 380.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. At that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black 80. Black.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this will be caught by Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, ramp. 380.
Herbert now. This is caught. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this pass broken up. And the contact, no time there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, They just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Great. I know you want it. 73. No touch.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janet Johnson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. When you look at this defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. He'll go with Akers here up the middle. Swinging effort. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game,
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Prater's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble. Isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And 4 yards.
6-0 our score after 1.
At the 39-yard line.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Don't touch that. Hey, easy, 63, 6. Hey, wait up. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. He's able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
48-yard line.
Inside handoff now, middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the Turner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the 50, here's Herbert. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Lad McConkey. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
13. Our home team, 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you need to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide,
the ball comes loose. It's going the other way. He may go. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and on play action. Here's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Hurts to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and that'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
A gain of 5.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. A little second effort there on the strong run. And they drop just inside of the 20. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's 2nd and 3.
No touch.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Off
the play fake, here's Hurts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly get a little bit too greedy right there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Result is a 1st down.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Mooney, the motion man right. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there, 1st down.
Gain of 31 yards. Results in a 1st down.
Set. Delta. Set.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Set.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Our home team, 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 40.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
No touch that.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of
18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where his coaches.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble. Return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
Down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10 and all the way in for a touchdown. Kendra Miller, 84 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. There's still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, where you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it in for a touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 77 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they open the lead up now to 25.
15. And Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he returns this to the 22.
His guys take over first and 10. At their own 22-yard
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. Gee, you figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Randy, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him wide complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
And it backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with the scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolled out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Set. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.